So I want to introduce you to somebody new, and that's my friend Ted. Ted was a Tower record store manager here in Reno from 1995 until 2004. He managed stores and worked in Tower record stores in Los Angeles as well. We're really good friends. And lately, he's been cutting loose with some of his records for me. It's just been fantastic. I'm going to show you some Graham Parsons records in just a second here. But I wanted to mention that, so I've been going over there. You're going to see a little clip of me going through his front door, flipping through two record boxes. So let me go ahead and show you the Graham Parsons records. I'm just pretty excited about this. You know, I love Gene Clark. I love the Byrds. And so here's one. And I want to read you something. This is a foreword by Elvis Costello. And he says, there are, let me show you the album first. But EC, he says, there are those better qualified than I to tell a Graham Parsons story. But as a fan of the man, I think you should own this record, and this is why. In the Byrds and the Flying Burrito Brothers, Graham Parsons had helped create a Frankenstein's monster, country rock. But his first Warner Brothers album, GP, paid no allegiance to this style. With an impressive backup band, it was a traditional sounding album, mercifully free of gimmicks like fuzz-tone steel guitar. The songs are of lost or stolen love, crossed only occasionally with an R&B beat. But most importantly, it featured some of the finest duet singing ever put on record. And you know who he's talking about, Emmylou Harris. And there's something about the combination of Parsons' frail and not always perfect pitching and Emmylou's pure and true voice. If it should fail to move you, then you have a big problem. That's by Elvis Costello. You have a big problem. I would say that Emmylou Harris's solo verse on We'll Sweep Out the Ashes in the Morning matches anything in her excellent solo catalog. So this is a nice one. This is on Warner Brothers. This is a comp. I'll show you the songs here. So this is one album. These are the first 5 records that I traded CDs and blank CDs and DVRs for him. And he knows that I'm going to love these records, and I do. Here's Sleepless Nights, guys. The Flying Burrito Brothers, Graham Parsons. I've wanted this record for so long. It's in the shrink. And again, these were all Tower records. Wonderful. Remember how pricey they were? They were really expensive. So here, I mean, this is like, for me, this is like the A-team for musicians here. We've got Bernie Ledden, Michael Clark, Sneaky Pete, Chris Hillman, and Graham Parsons here. Right there, guys. Check that out. Now, there's a band for you right there. Yes. I mean, we have Brand New Heartache, Sing Me Back Home, Crazy Arms, Sleepless Nights, Together Again, Honky Tonk Woman, Green Green Grass at Home, Dim Lights, Close Up the Honky Tonks. So this is very nice to have. And next, this is just too cool. I just can't believe this. This is Graham Parsons from Live 1973 and the Fallen Angels. Look at this. You know, I've spun these. I was over there 2 weeks to pick up these 5 records, and now I've been back twice over to Ted's house. Not Bill's, Ted's house. And speaking of Bill, I talked to him, and, you know, he's become such a good friend. I still go over to Bill's. So, you know, I don't go to RSD that much because it's raining records on me. You know, beautiful original pressings, second pressings of great vinyl. And this one is just wonderful. This is on Sierra Records. And there's Graham once again. And then let's talk about the International Submarine Band. Safe at Home. Now this is the Rhino pressing, but either way, International Submarine Band formed in 1965 and pretty much set the precedent for country rock. what's really cool is that the Byrds, Chris Hillman, convinced the rest of the guys on the Turn, Turn, Turn album, the second album from the Byrds, to do A Satisfied Mind, who Porter Wagoner had covered the song. He did not write it, though. It was written in around 1954, 1955. Jack Rhodes, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So there, Chris Hillman convinces the Byrds to do A Satisfied Mind, set the setting for country rock, and then Ringo Starr, was getting every Buck Owens album in 64, 65, and Act Naturally, the B-side to Yesterday. That really set the stage, and this record right here, of course, Gene Clark had a big part in starting country rock as well. Of course, later on, Bob Dylan, Nashville Skyline. You could say a lot of things, but this is a big hitter right here for country rock. This is really nice to have. And once again, this is the Rhino. This is a Lee Hazelwood production. And here's the last of the Graham Parsons records that I picked up from Bill's. And this is on Shiloh Records. And really a great listen. And here are the tracks on this album. We have Satisfied Mind, Luxury Liner, I Still Miss Someone, Folsom Prison Blues, into That's All Right Mama. And here are the players on this wonderful comp from Shiloh Records. They're out of San Clemente, California.
Eagles Desperado and the first Jackson Browne on one disc. John Stewart Complete Phoenix concerts with the bonus tracks.
Love John Stewart.
Yeah, that's just a great live album too. Frank Zappa and the Mothers Fillmore East, June 71. Buckingham Nicks. I've been playing that in my car a lot.
Right.
That's just a great album. It's from vinyl. I taped it from vinyl, burned it from vinyl. Daisy Jones and the Six. I really like that. I have the book. I have watched the program at Heather's. I don't know.
What, Heather's?
Yeah, my daughter.
Oh. I thought you meant the movie.
Elvis Hollywood
Yeah.
Hits. The first two Elvis movies in mono on one CD.
Uh-huh.
Those are two great albums. Here we go. Yeah, the band advanced CD with the 3 bonus Woodstock tracks. So I don't have a sleeve for it. But, this gives you an example of the CDRs I'm looking for.
Let me see.
Take this. This is yours.
Okay, cool.
And it just needs a cover.
Yeah.
Band Stage
I have that.
Fright. Band
Awesome.
Band. Music from Big Pink. The 2 Dennis Wilson solo album, Pacific Ocean Blue, and the second
And Bamboo.
The 2 that came together.
Yeah.
Beach Boys Live at Carnegie Hall, 72, was recorded for an album and never put out.
Which one?
The Beach Boys Carnegie Hall, 1972 live.
It was never put out.
No, it's a board recording. It's just amazing.
Whoa.
The Tubes, the first album, and Remote Control, which are my 2 favorites. Space Baby. And Ted Nugent, the Amboy Dukes, Tooth, Fang, and Claw. When that came out on vinyl, I was totally enthralled by it because the guitar playing was just amazing. It was an all-instrumental album.
Wow.
Before Nugent felt the need to sing. That was a hit record.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Well, do you want a copy of the Carnegie Hall 72 Beach Boys?
Sure.
I have to burn it, but I can probably have it for you next time.
Absolutely.
I don't think I have any copies other than this.
These 2 are Ted's original Graham Parsons GP and his original Grievous Angel. And he let me have six titles. Whoop. And I'm taking home a Gentle Giant. So I've clearly got a problem, and it's a good problem. Ted, after knowing him for 20 years, back when he worked at Tower Records in Reno, he's finally ready to cut loose with his records. So, as you saw in the boxes, I'm just thrilled. His wife and him just pulled out. They had to go meet his daughter for lunch. And I stopped here at the park. I got to show you again what I got from him and my 5 Graham Parsons records that I got from him a week ago. I'm just thrilled about, absolutely. So have a look. So first of all, these 2 records I got from Reno Coffee. And I feel like a drug dealer because I'm out here in the park, right? With my vinyl records. But this one, yeah, this is cool. From 67, The Outsiders, this is in. And I went back, and then here's a Chip Taylor with Angel of the Morning's on here. This is Gasoline, and I'm really happy. I really like Chip Taylor. Of course, he wrote Wild Thing. But again, here are those records from Ted. And so here's a Tony OK. This is La Bamba. Mini LP, 5 songs. Really nice. Johnny Thunders. Pretty cool. This is from about 1983, I believe. Diary of a Lover. And I don't have any Johnny Thunders, so I'm really happy about this. This Freehand Gentle Giant is sealed. That's an original. And what am I going to do? Call it Ted's house? You know, like Bill's garage? I guess so. But he's really happy to let me have the vinyl. And like Bill, Ted is way more into his CDs. Way, way, way more into it. Which is great for a vinyl lover like myself and you guys, right? And The Envoy by Warren Zevon. This is a promo. And I'm sure he got that as a Tower record manager. Now this is sealed, the early years, 1963 to 65 for Graham Parsons. And this is on Sierra Records. And then check this out. This is a promo, Fistful of Kinks. We have All Day, All of the Night, Celluloid Heroes, You Really Got Me, and Lola. Wow. I'm loving this. And I really like this Richard Thompson, and this is a promo as well, Hand of Kindness. I think this is Richard's first solo after Fairport, I think. And then I thought I had this, I don't. I Want to See the Bright Lights, but this is, or whatever that one is called. This is Shoot Out the Lights, is what I mean. And Richard and Linda, wonderful album. I mean, you have Wall of Death on here, Just the Motion, Don't Renege on Our Love. Love that song. Man in Need, Shut Out the Lights. This is just a wonderful, wonderful record. So, yeah, that's it. I'll christen these videos Ted's house. See you back in the record room. Thanks. So I'm really enjoying the Richard Thompson records, and everything else. The Graham Parsons records are just wonderful. But I did get these as well just today from Ted's, and then right after I'll just flip through 16 records for 75 cents a piece that I got at the thrift store today in Sparks, Nevada. So first of all, from Ted's, Tony OK, and this is Notes from the Lost Civilizations. Love Tony OK. Really wonderful. He is from Central California originally, and you can see that by this artwork. Next, this is a gold stamp promo. Outrider, Jimmy Page, Robert Plant guests on one of the songs, and one of the songs is the only one, I believe, that Robert Plant sings on this Jimmy Page album. This is good. I really like this. So this is wonderful to have. And these are near mint. All those Graham Parsons records, near mint easily. Jackets, beautiful. And the records as well. Again, you know, he listens to his CDs. He doesn't really play his vinyl. He just stores them properly. Little different than Bill's Garage, in record boxes in a nice, cool storage. Here is one more, Richard Thompson, Daring Adventures. And this is a good one. What's really good on here is Valerie, A Bone Through Her Nose is great. Dead Man's Handle is good too. And there's that gold stamp promo. And I was listening to this earlier today. This is an excellent record. This is from 1986. And now here's something interesting, segueing a little bit. This is Wall of Voodoo. This is the Morricone themes, live, Hang 'em High, The Good, Bad, and the Ugly, and Ring of Fire, right? And you play this on 45 RPM. Very cool to have. I do have other Wall of Voodoo. And here's a Phil Manzanera. This is Guitarissimo. This is cool to have. Of course, from Roxy Music. And this is really interesting. I didn't know a whole lot about this. Here's Aztec Camera in the shrink. This is sealed. And this is a 4 or 5 song EP. Cool to have. I love this band. And I hope you can see this through the sealed shrink. All right, let's flip through some records. So again, these were 75 cents a piece, and this is just a terrific classic Lightfoot. This is more or less a volume 2. I listened to all of these today. Really had a great time listening to music. And the last time I saw her was just beautiful, so nice. And I have all of the great Gordon Lightfoot records, and I did not have this comp at all. So that's just excellent. And this says Record Club. So that was really nice. Now this is it's just minty, near mint on the black Verve label. And the record just plays beautifully. The sonics on it are just excellent. And I've never had this Ella album ever. And there's some really, really nice songs on this. We'll just keep going. Now, this is my very, very favorite Joan Armatrading album. She's Catition. She was born on St. Kitts. Also grew up partially on Antigua with her grandmother until she moved with the family to Birmingham in England. And of course, Show Some Emotion. I remember when this was released. By far my favorite Joan Armatrading album from 1977. I remember the release. Show Some Emotion. And this is a first press of Catch Bullet 4. This plays beautifully. Nice to have this. I think I have a second press, so this is an upgrade. And this is this Bob James album. I mean, he has Ron Carter playing with him on this one. This is just cool. Very, very good album. And this is the debut, Crystal Gale. And, you know, she just has a perfect voice. Out of the studio, playing live, she sounds the same as she does in the studio. Perfect singer. Absolutely. Loretta Lynn's little sister, Crystal Gale. And this was nice to find. I believe this is an upgrade to my Carole King tapestry. I really do. Now, Tennessee Ernie Ford. I've been wanting a comp record of his lately with 16 Tons. And that's a Merle Travis song, by the way. 16 Tons. And here's some ONJ. This is a perfectly near mint to mint copy of her very popular record. And there's a Kingston Trio with Tom Dooley. Now this is cool. This is on Bang. This just sounds great. On Bang Records, This Greatest Hits. And here's another ONJ. Bob James and David Sanborn, and these records are in just great shape, absolutely. This Neil Diamond is my very favorite Neil Diamond album. This was recorded at the Troubadour in Los Angeles, and it just sounds great. He's just with a small band, guitar, bass, drums, and Neil Diamond. Really fantastic. And here's a Bernstein record. This is also Sprach Zarathustra, and this was wonderful. I really only played 3 minutes of this to check the sonics, and sounds wonderful. One last record. We've got The Killer on Sun Records. This is a early 70s pressing, but it's on Sun, and it sounds good. So, hey, thanks for watching. I'm enjoying all of the records from Ted's house, and I'll be going back to Bill's garage again as well. And I'm just finding a lot of records lately. All right.